Well, hello everybody, my name is Threatx and welcome back to Kaiserpunk. So if you guys haven't seen the first episode, go and see that first. Apart from that, we're going to carry right on from last episode. So we are now currently building up our very first regional building, the mining site. And I believe we might be able to start making military units this very episode. At least, I hope so anyway. So what's happening apart from that? I was currently in the process of building up some new industrial areas. So I really wanted to really lock in my food supply and get more and more income. So we currently have quite a big complex already, right? There's a lot of housing nearby. We have 155 spare unemployed people, which is probably not a good thing. But I need more money, guys. I am ridiculously greedy. And unless I can literally sleep on a bed of pure gold billions, I'm not a happy man. So let's see if we can get ourselves some more housing planned, shall we? Ooh, where do I put this down? I think for now, we'll just put down some additional housing on the outskirts. We can improve this one more time to get a bit more radius. Now, as we learned last episode, though, there is a limit. I can't do it forever. There is actually a limit on how many times I can increase effective range, which is sad, but also understandable, because otherwise it'd be ridiculous. So, let's put down ourselves some more housing down the bottom here. Excellent. And this will massively increase the amount of people that can live inside my village. Now, of course, this would also mean we need more goods, more food, more everything, really. But I was going to work on that right afterwards anyway. So, with that in mind, let's get all this locked in. Excellent. Income, 6.3k. So, pretty decent, I will say. Now, we did start a last episode, the end of it, making a new farming zone. Now, unfortunately, I was originally going to just go and upgrade the farms instead, but we're not allowed. Wait, we can do it over here, but we can't upgrade all the farms. Interesting. Regardless, we're doing some more farming. So if I get up a little bit more, we should be able to start building in all the upgrades to get like 60% more production on all the existing farms. So we'll just have two different regions. So let's put down some over here. I think matching at 50-50 is a good idea, right? We want to make sure we have ample basic vegetables and also grain at the same time. Be a bit cautious the way you put these down. Maybe let's do it back to back. Good. This will be a bit inefficient for this farm, though, I think, because it has to go all the way around the side. Okay, let's put this one like so, just so it's on the same road network. Excellent. Get these guys built up. Good. So, with the additional farms being locked in, I think we have enough cotton and stuff already, right? If we go to the production menu, we're currently lacking bread production, which we're working on, cloth, coal, and newspapers. So, at the end of last episode, I did actually just go and build a brand new set of newspapers and clovers. Oh, sorry, that's actually for clothing directly. Then we probably need to improve this a little bit. If we can, excellent. I think it's just best we increase the production per cycle for now to keep it going. Though it does seem I get myself some more energy as well. So, as we did discover, if I go to one of my wind farms, I can actually just increase this up as well. It's a bit haphazard, but if we just do this twice, we should have ourselves effectively 2.4 whatever increased wind power production. So now we're at 115, which is quite nice. Though it does still seem there's some energy here. Why is that? I have no idea. Oh! This substation only has a set amount it can actually provide nearby. I didn't realise that was a factor. And I can't upgrade it either. So that's unfortunate. We will probably have to make an additional substation. I guess we could fit it in here. Because this one is technically making power for us, right? But we have a lot in storage right now. Because I built the wrong thing, right? So if we get rid of this. And we just get an extra substation. This will fix the problem. Brilliant. Okay, so now we got that working as well. Excellent. As for newspapers, though, as I said a second ago, it looks like we can improve the aspects of production here. Let's just increase these all by 20%. As we discovered as well, this does not incur additional costing for upkeep. So it's literally just one cost, and it's just better forever. So there's no reason not to do this, in my opinion. Done. Good. So hopefully that will filter through and help us out in the future. Coal was also an issue, right? Where was coal production? I think it was this one. Yes, coal production over here. Let's make this as fast as possible as well. and go from there. I guess depending on what we need more of later in the game, do we need population efficiency or do we need money efficiency? Depends on what we want to upgrade the rest of the items with, but that would be something we decide in the future here. Now, of course, we also need to put down some more substations because these fire stations all need power. And as far as I know, I've missed them all off. I've not done a good job here. Excellent. What about in the depths of the mines? This seems to be okay. And the clay pits are also okay as well. Excellent. Speaking of clay pits or speaking of civics and fire stations, we've done it. We've unlocked the primary school, or sorry, the elementary school. This will allow us to hopefully educate our masses and make them a bit more happy as well. So, with this in mind, school. Now, this does seem a lot... I think I should just build it here. I don't really see a reason why I wouldn't. Because we can also fit... Is it the same size as one of these houses? It is. We can just fit it in somewhere. Probably the best bet then would be to actually build it here, smack dab in the middle of this area, because maybe we can keep it standing out to the corners. So with that in mind, let's move one of these buildings off. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to do at all. Move that over there, build a new school, and fill the roads in. And this has been completed. So now over time, this should now tick up, right? Oh, what does it need? Power. Ooh. I could just build power from the side somewhere. Or we can just have a little point in the middle. Because, of course, I do want to make sure this is funded. For now, let's be a bit cautious. Let's put it on the side. Just so I can continue building the general big block of houses if I need to. Done. Schools. Education for everybody, everybody. This is a utopia in itself. Excellent. So with that working out, so back over this way. So still need more bread. Still need more clothes. Still need more newspapers. We will give them a bit of time. Maybe it will filter through in a few minutes or so. Excellent. So with all that out the way, let's see what we want to try and do next, shall we? So it looks like we've unlocked some additional food types. It looks like we can now get ourselves a ranch for meat, as well as fisheries as well. Now, luckily, because we're Southampton, we have a lot of access to the ocean here, so there should be a lot of avenue to actually go and create fish. I don't really see why we would not. So let's get some of these down and get it producing, I guess. I know it's technically an industrial zone, but I think it'd be fine. Although we might want to... Do you know what? We might make this into the shipyard at some point, right? So maybe we'll build this elsewhere. Let's go and move it down here instead. Excellent. And I'll just build a random ranch just so we start producing some resources. Oh, it's quite big, isn't it? It is quite large. It just fits in. Excellent. Done. I'm liking the graphics of these, by the way. Oh, check them out. So you've got sheep, pigs, and cows. The trifecta of tasty meats. Actually, maybe not sheep. I must admit, everything I've eaten in my life, there are a few things I can't handle. And one of them was mutton. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. I just can't handle mutton. It's against my genetic code. It's just not happening. Anyway, apart from me complaining about mutton, let's carry on going, shall we? There's a lot of industrial buildings now. So we've already built, of course, forestry. Oh, you can also produce lumber. Interesting. Celios, newspapers, refinery, appliances factory. Requires lumber. Wow, that came into effect quickly, didn't it? So it does seem this is going to be some kind of provides appliances which boost morale. It does seem this would be a good idea, right? So let's go and plop some of this down nearby. I think we will build the appliances near this regular industrial zone down here, because it already has power and stuff laid out for it. Let's plop this down here. Excellent. Now, of course, we do also need to get ourselves the oil. So that is unfortunately across the known universe. Actually, it's not that bad, but it's quite far away. So the oil we did discover last episode is actually all the way Yeah, it's really far away. Why does this cost gravel? What is happening here? What was that resource it required? That wasn't the case yesterday. It might keep an eye on that. I'm afraid Grant is currently busy working on plans to increase our resource output and build bigger buildings. I suggest we send someone tomorrow to make sure he's alive. On another note, our city is like a bustling hive of workers and resource transportation. Our rebuilding plans are going steady, and we will be able to do more than that. We will return former shine to our cities and make them even greater thanks to your leadership, Governor. Thank you. What? It's removed the debuff. So now we get normal need production, normal ore mines, and normal armies. And we also have production in ore mines, ore pumps, and more pumps increased. So this is where I'm very interested in this game. So I had an option of 3 choices, right? What was it? Agriculture, industry, and military. Oh no, what if that affects the buff? If I went for military, could I have stronger armies for the rest of the game? Let's not dwell on that. If that is the case, I will cry. That means I've picked the wrong option. I want to have the most elite infantry the world has ever seen. Yeah, that would be sad. Anyway, this time, it seems my road is free. So whatever that resource was last time, I have no idea. No idea at all. Oil. I need you. Let me produce some oil production facilities. Let's get ourselves down the connection points. I presume I'll be doing this at some point anyway. And let's also plop down a good old depot. Done. So I guess we'll also produce the actual refineries here as well, right? I don't really see why we wouldn't do that. So this produces how much? 24. So quite a lot. Quite a lot comes through here. So diesel, rubber, chemical, natural gas, kerosene. We're going to need all of them, right? I don't see why we need... Oh, this is our first building that actually needs manufacturers. So we have to go and build a new people type. Let's plop this down anywhere nearby. And what was the one I needed for that factory? This one. It didn't actually need anything technically right now. Rubber would have been for radios. Okay, so we'll do it as we need it coming through. But at least we now set up some kind of production over here so we can start building stuff. I guess diesel, fuel, and military resource. That does seem very likely what we're going to need. Oh, I told you. Wait a second. Used in supplying blimps, airships, so anything in the air, as well as all the tanks and the ships. So pretty much very useful. Rubber is used to make radios, rifle... Oh, we need rubber as well then. Fighters, submachine guns. Oh, this is so cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. Chemicals, dyes, and bombs. Artillery shells. Oh, this is... I am so hyped, everybody. I cannot overstate that more. Let's build a few of these then. It's going to cost me a lot of money, right? We can still we can tank it. We can tank it. So rubber, chemicals. These two, I guess, are the ones that we will need in the future, but not necessarily right now. So we now have access to chemicals, rubber, and diesel. We also need to make sure we probably put down a power source, as well as the access to... Ooh, what am I looking for? Water tower. Power substation. Good. Insufficient water. Oh. I don't think it actually is insufficient. I think it should be fine. I don't see what... Oh, unless it's needing too much like last time. Ah, I see. Let's put a second water tower then. Fixed. Okay, so manufacturing. How do we do this? So we can go and build these houses right away. I believe they need to be inside the area of most of these buildings. Is this bigger to me? It looks a bit bigger, but I don't think it actually is. Let's, for now, build some in the crossover points between these regions. We might make a little individual manufacturing location later on. They need water? Oh, they need everything. Wow, look at what they... This is crazy. They need vegetables, bread, fish, meat, water, clothing, newspapers, gramophones, ale, radios? What? They are greedy. Greedy people. Okay, so they, they have a few requirements. Let's put it that way. But we can fulfill them. It's fine. So I'm glad I put down a fishery and a meat production. So at least those two are locked in. I guess we need to get a second factory down to also produce the other resource they required as well, right? So let's go and lock down... Oh, there's no more missions. Okay. Let's go and find the production of radios, which requires the rubber. If you're thinking that I'm building too much in one zone, do not forget that you're probably right. And also, at the same time, I should be able to increase the amount of trucks we have in here, which I think we will do now. They still need more trucks. I can only do it 3 times. So we've got 7 trucks. So hopefully that would work out. Hopefully it'll do enough stuff quickly. Cool. So you're doing gramophones as well? Nope. Go and create radio. Sorted. So this also requires copper. This is where things get complicated, right? Because as we build more and more production buildings with more and more requirements, we're going to need more base resources. So that might have been balanced before, but now they're not going to be balanced at all. So we've got to keep an eye on all this, or we're going to end up in tears, everybody. Literal tears. Excellent. Okay. Oh, factories. Produces rations, army rations, handguns, rifles, munitions factories, military bases. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to wait till the game tells me to do it, but it will be soon, I think. We are getting there. Okay, so... Oh, also, I probably shouldn't forget. Let's build a fire station here, because if I am going to be long-term building here. Let's just put it in the middle. It'll be fine. Yeah, because if I forget any of these fire stations, it's going to suck. Simple as that, really. Cool. I will build a little bit more labouring houses just to get the old cash income going, but I don't think we'll build any more for a while, unless I really need more cash quickly. Because I imagine we'll make taxes off the other guys as well. So what are they called? The manufacturers. Yes. In fact, you can see, because this is... Oh, it's hard to correlate, isn't it? I think they produce 600 more tax income than the other guys, but of course have a lot more requirements. Oh! Ooh. We have a new political alignment we can do. So we can do reforms, development points, battalion supplies, commerce, development points, fleet cooldown, or... It's all to do with the similar kind of thing. Curious. Very, very curious. What does this button do? Oh. Oh no! I thought there would be some kind of UI saying, oh, this would do this. Do you want to do this? I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. I think I've just removed my prior buff. And in 13 days and 21 hours, I can put new buffs in. Was that a mistake? Yes, it was. But I did say last episode, when we unlocked Union, I wanted to go towards nation state for the power increase. And I think we can do it now, right? So in 13 days, I can go and get 15% increase inventory firepower and also get commerce. But this does mean we've lost the benefit of all the production buildings, I think, by +1, right? They're all slightly weaker than they were before. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Balances. Still no bread. Still no clothes. Still no newspaper. Okay, so we need more. We just flat out need more. So this is the printing press. it has got local stocks of paper and stuff. It's just actually the paper mill needs to be faster, right? So with that in mind, we already increased production cycle by 60%, and it's producing 8. So how much do we need again? 13. I think I'll just build an extra 2 of these. Maybe we'll plan out 4. Because it doesn't seem to be a 1-on-1 ratio, does it? It seems that it's producing more paper than we potentially need for this. But I imagine it's because it goes to different resource types as the game goes on. So for now, I'll build 2 additional ones, and we'll make sure they are completely upgraded with production speed. And I'll leave the other one alone for now. Excellent. Okay, so working on that. No! I ran out of water, everybody. I got... No! No! Oh, okay, we need to get to utility level 8. Do I have more water sources in the game apart from that? I remember seeing one over here, right? I remember seeing one over here. We've already... I can't... Guys, I'm freaking out. It's been 1 hour, and we've gone through one of our supplies. So we have to get to level 8 as soon as possible. We're cooked. Because otherwise you just won't have access to what we need. Is there a way to make this more efficient? Running costs, production per cycle. We'll see how it goes. Because utility level 8 is actually quite far down, isn't it? Oh, we're already level 3. But we have to get here quite soon then. Wait, that's the wrong one, sorry. I was like, that doesn't seem to correlate with what I was looking at before. Glassworks, quartz mine. Yeah, we need to go over here. We have to get to water purification. Which requires glass, by the way. So that is an advanced resource. Okay, so also with my excessive amounts of workers doing nothing, let's do a little bit more collection around the map of random resources, just to increase our stocks a little bit more. We'll do the ones on this side of the river for now. All of them. Bring me your loot. We've also got this random structure. I'm not sure what this technically is. It looks like a farm, clearly, but I'm not sure what type of farm it's going to be. But I think we'll leave that be for now anyway. Oh, and also I can make myself a house. Very random. Not sure why that's even a thing, but it is. Okay, so. We have enough workers, we have enough income, we have loads of cash throughput coming in. I guess our next step is going to be looking into clothing as well, right? So, where's the clothing stools? Clover, +5. Tons of cloth available. Massive amounts. Like last time, I think we can't increase. We cannot increase everybody. I repeat, we cannot increase. We will have to go and just make additional versions of this then. For now. Let's put some down and around. And we'll definitely also increase the throughput of this logistics guide, have more areas done. I'll point out, by the way, it looks like I can also go through, if I want to, and increase the road speed, which takes up the gravel resource, which we are making. I'm pretty sure we're getting that locked in. Should we see how much... Wait. Let's just do a little bit. Problem is, I can't tell how far. Let's do it this way. Someone go down here. I just want to see. I just want to understand the speed difference. Oh, that is a lot faster. That would probably be worth it. Is there a way to mass upgrade roads, perhaps? Because that could be quite nice if that's a thing. Like, if I use the... There's no upgrade button, is there? Yeah, maybe you have, like, a general upgrade tool. So you can, like, mass click a road and just do, like, an area, like a drag box, or maybe, like, a disconnection area kind of thing. Oh, what have I done? What have I done, everybody? Mistake of the maker. Good. Okay. So upgrade some more. The music reminds me of a game that's very old. but it was really fun. It was called The Movies, where you literally run a movie studio. Like, it's a lot of, like, upbeat music kind of there. I love that game. It was really fun. More power substations required. Coal power plant. Interesting. I don't think we necessarily would need that if we can live off these little wind farms for now, but we'll keep that in mind, because the coal's also required for literal production buildings, so I'm not that keen on getting into that at this point. So we just got up to plus, I need one more, right? Done. Cool. And you, of course, would need more production units. Hopefully that should be enough for now. Excellent. So that's the 2 luxury goods that may be handled. Bread as well. Bread and vegetables. So vegetables at this point, I think we've upgraded enough that we can actually upgrade the farms themselves now. Yes. Good. So I'll just give them a little bit of upgrades over here. And that should be that sorted out. Excellent. Last one was bread, which is being produced over here. So bread, currently we have enough flour in stock, but we're lacking the other aspects. So was it negative... So in theory, we need pretty much more than double our current production here. We need 24, right? So I could increase... No, we can't do it. We need more. We need more. Who would have thought we would make all our bread next to a copper mine? Only in my empire will we do something so strange, so weird, so just stupid. I will build up the second flour building, by the way. I imagine, like, with this increase, they would need more flour. Good. So that's all that on the way as well. So those production buildings have been sorted. So what's next, everybody? I'm going to build a military. Yes, it's happening. We're doing it. I can't wait. Okay. Military buildings. I'm going to make the military camp, I guess, on this part of the map. Yeah, it's very spread out, I know, but I want to make sure I've got a lot of room to stand it out. So we have ourselves the literal military barracks, which I cannot wait to see how that works. I think we'll build this first, and I can figure out what else we need to do nearby. But of course, we will need to probably produce some of these production buildings, right? So you got definitely food rations, definitely guns, and then probably ammunition is going to be our 3 things required, right? Level 6 transport, which unlocks the power of running oversight on warehouses. Wow, that's going to change everything. Trade ports. Enables trading with merchants. I gotta try this, right? I completely skipped this. We actually can trade. Enables trading with merchants and smugglers by land, and then you can do it by sea. I would love to try this. Let's build a little trading area somewhere. I'll just build it just here for now until we find more reason to do other stuff. Let's plop this down. It costs quite a lot of upkeep, but I wonder if we can... I don't know how it works. I really have no idea at all. Negative electricity flow. Oh, that's not brilliant. But we have loads of windmills I can easily upgrade with the upgrade features. So let's get those sorted out. 0. Perfect. Okay, so what is this? How does this work? It looks like we have workers in here, of course. Travel by land. Trade lists. Upgrades. Cash. Worker force. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Look how many resources there are. So I guess if I make a lot of something, I can maybe sell it. Amount of resources you want to have in stock. So it works both ways. Can I write in here? Game says no. Oh god. There must be a better way of doing this. No, there's no way. Okay, UI improvement. Yeah. Do I even need to say more? Do I even need to say anything at this point? Let me just give me a few minutes. I made it. Okay, so definitely wood is an infinite resource. There is absolutely no limit on wood. We can do it forever. Stuff like clay, though, no way I'm selling bricks. Anything that has a finite resource, I'm not going anywhere near. Okay, look, I want to make sure we keep that locked down. Though I will say we do produce stuff on the world map, right? So we're currently producing iron, steel, and grain from just Germany itself, which is pretty awesome. Cool. What does this say? Infantry have better attack bonuses. Oh, because it's an urban area. I see. Planes, artillery, tanks, fighter bombers. Wow, this is awesome. Why can't I go to England, by the way? Why is my homeland ripped away from me? I want to go to England. I demand England. Anyway, we'll leave that be. Let's go back over this way. And at least we're now going to maybe sell some resources, some more cash, which I think we can just keep getting forever. So, handy. Cool. What else do we need to do nearby then? So, back over here. We can get ourselves some more planks, which we are working on as we speak. Do you know what I forgot to do? Last episode, we started building up new resources, right? Which includes lumber. We had some lumber in stock because I happened to have done some like scavenging, right? But I need to convert some of these factories over into lumber production. So if we go over here, which is actually more efficient. So lumber is used in gramophones, handguns, recon biplanes, blimps, destroyers. I think we should probably leave these buildings as they are and build like 2 additional lumber camp things. Let's go and get some of those. I've clearly forgotten where they are at this point, so give me a few minutes. I'll get there eventually, it's fine. Let's put one on each side, and these guys will be producing for me lumber. Good. We have to get some battle blimps, everybody. I love the idea of battle blimps, so it has to happen. Done. That should keep those productions looking good. And as we do have some excess income, I think a good idea, because it doesn't cost us anything technically, let's max out this area. Let's get all this going as fast as humanly possible to get as much income as we can. Because this doesn't even increase the raw inputs required, it just flat out just makes more from the same resource. That's amazing! It really is. How are you guys doing logistics? 2 out of 4, so they got 6 out of 8 of them are currently working, which means they are okay at this time. Let's get more and more. Yeah, because I definitely want to get the military going as fast as possible, because honestly, I'm getting a bit scared a little bit. I'm very worried about us being attacked by an AI. I don't know how hard the game's going to be, so if they do just come rocking, I've got no units, we're going to be game over, guys. We can literally lose this game. It's not it's not like you're playing City Sky. It's not like you're playing like it's not like you're playing a game where you just actually can't die in City Builders. This one has death in it, guys. We will die. That also means I can provide death for my enemies. Perfect. Is there a way to maybe have a way to mass upgrade? That could be quite nice. Because I do see I'm doing it at the moment, of course. But like, if you've got to do this over and over again for giant cities, it could be pretty resource and click intensive. Like having like a template maybe you can apply on others. Like copy, apply template. It could work out. It could make things a lot easier. Provide more. I guess there's no limit on the trucks, right? They can always just carry whatever they're picking up. I imagine so. Nearly finished. This will hopefully make us way better with plank production for the rest of the game. Sorted. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go back over this way, shall we? Military base. Unlock. Oh! Steve. Rogers. Derek. They're all available. How on earth does this work? 1st Battalion Burns. Upgrade. Entrenchment Engineering. I don't know how any of this works, by the way. I'm completely new at this. The Army General must advance in rank before new traits are enabled. This is awesome. Normal stars. I guess, is that training quality? Militia. So it looks like we can get different degrees of soldiers, artillery, and tanks. So I say, I'm not going to do any of this. I'm going to field factories, infantry tank. Where does it say we unlock better troops? Maybe what I was going to say, I was going to build up military until we can get better military units. Maybe it's really far down the old thing here, because I'm not seeing the better troops anywhere. Light tank, destroyers. It might be based off the grey, green, blue, and purple tiers. Maybe we can't do it until level 5. Yeah, this seems a bit far away. Okay, for now then, we will focus on militia. So it looks like we have... Is this per battalion? So we have so many slots. So maybe we go for 4 militia, 4 artillery... sorry, that's too much. 4 militia, 2 artillery, 2 tanks. Just as a very basic herpy-derp unlock. So these guys require training costs, recruits and handguns, supplies, food and ammunition. Damage versus land, HP, interesting. Let's do it. Let's do it. Cool. So that's going to be our main military area. Nearby, we will also start producing the military factory zone. So put this over here. Put that nearby. And let's go and produce everything we can possibly need for the rest of the time itself. So let's go and have it. Oh, where am I looking? Military. I need at least 2 of these, right? 2 of those. There's also army rations, but that seems to be a blue version of food rations, so maybe not important right now. And we also need to get ourselves probably all of these. Ammunition, artillery shells, so it needs lead, chemical. There's a lot of stuff we need. There's so much. There's so much. For now, let's go ammunition and lead shells. Excellent. So, I don't think we're making all these resources. I think we're missing some. So, I believe lead is the issue, right? We're definitely making chemicals. We're making cellulose and brass. Yeah, it's just going to be... What about the guns? Lumber, steel, bread. Yeah, it's just the lead. So, if we dive back into this menu... Lead. Galena. What is... Sorry, my ignorance is showing too much, guys. I just don't know what that is. I guess it's some kind of intermediate resource. Maybe something from the ground directly. I don't think it's a raw resource. Silver. Ah. We need manufacturing level 5. I understand. Okay, well, at least for now we can start working on this, right? Oh! They needed... Oh, what a pain. I didn't realize I needed that. Well, we can move this into the middle. Oh, it's not quite good enough. Let's move it a little bit more. Done. We have handguns in stock. I had no idea. This changes. Yes! Push those tires. Get those troops. Shoot those guns, men. Glorious. Cool. So they're going to work on that. Let's get these fellas up as well. We're also going to need to get ourselves some additional power and energy for that region, of course. There's no way we wouldn't need that. It's probably not the most practical way of playing. Ooh. Fire risk. Oh, for some reason I thought that said 49%. I don't know how I even got to that point in my mind, because it's not anywhere near the case. Just making stuff up at this point. Okay, let's get these guys down. You will produce shells. You will produce guns. Excellent. So, of course, they're going to need a lot of the utilities, right? Power stations. I imagine these guys are all manufacturers. Yes, it does look like they are. What is happening? What is going on? Local trade has given you information on a new state. What? There's a guy here. Urban area. Produces clay. Oh, you can tell how the game works, right? You're like, you have to go and attack people. You need to go out there, get those resources, and provide your industries the power they need to survive. That's what's happening right now. We need to get our stuff sorted out here. Okay, where am I? I'm lost. Who am I? Where am I? I don't know any of these answers. That's one. Does this provide power as well, or just provides electricity? This like just provides electricity. Done. So we got all the basics down, apart from the missing resource, of course. So, back to the main city. Let's see if we can plop down some additional houses for... Oh, we got high-rises, which requires concrete. We do have a few concrete, though. I think for now we won't, but I'll keep that in mind for the future. The problem with this is that we will run into issues with the school radius. Now, I don't know if I can upgrade that right now. Oh, I can. Excellent. Okay, so I will put down some more houses in this region, then. Okay, so that's going to mean we have how much? 180. We need a lot more people. Let's actually plan and put down some of these guys, the actual big versions of the manufacturers. If we just simply move this around, though, we should be able to fit it all into the same region. I've also got room for some additional ones if I need later as well. Cool. Oh, this is awesome, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing how our army unit has finished training. Deploy. So if they're in the space, do they train? I don't know, guys. I've got to learn this one because I'm really not sure on this situation. But we have reached military level 1, which means we unlock better tooling, field guns, and ammunition artillery shells. Excellent. Wait, I was already making artillery shells. What? Wait a second, that doesn't seem quite right there. Regardless, let's also plan in the 2 field guns. Now, I'm kind of curious here. Out of the militia, which can be terrible, right? So they got 30, 10, 1, 1. Fair enough. These guys, 40, 24, 24, 1. Awesome. Wait, what do we do against aircraft? Nothing. You die. That's what happens. You just die, everybody. So, I imagine I need to also build building for this as well, right? Where do we build? Ah, we need military level 2 to unlock the vehicle factory. Produces tanks and artillery. So we'll go a bit further there. We'll let them all build up, though. Go back to my manufacturer dreamland. Will that be enough what I provided? Yes, it should be. That should be more than enough. Income-wise, we're still okay. My 10k is going to be my buffer, so we've got to make sure we keep that up as well. As we're waiting, let's make sure these guys are all powered up. Where else did I put down windmills? Oh, there's loads over here. Because also, if you want to like play, like, I'm doing it on a YouTube video, right? So I'm not spending too much time doing like micromanaging and stuff. But I could go around and also produce cash income for everything as well. But I don't think that's necessarily that important as we speak. Good, good, good. Nice. Cool. Okay, so they're working on that. More upgrade levels have been reached. Need more manufacturers, which is just a factor of immigration, not in terms of housing. That's just a big slowdown there. We could make them happier, though, because it also says it depends on how happy they are about the immigration rates, right? So if we go and make sure... We're missing beer, the most important resource in any video game. So we've got to try and get some ale going down. And also, I guess we're missing the police station. Yes, increases security nearby. This will make them happier. So if we go and plop down a police station, which is a bit awkward with the old spacings and stuff, I guess a good idea would be to build it... Oh, I'll tell you what we could do. I was going to say, maybe I can move it around later on, so we have like the better area over here. Let's just, for now, move out this guy. I love the move command, by the way. It's so handy. I adore it. Put that down there. Good. That should start ticking up soon, so have some happier people. And beer. Beer, 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 beer. Where do we get the beer? Orchards, algae, silk. Wait, where do we get the beer from? So I was imagining it was going to be one of the agricultural goods. Soup kitchens, pie, silk cloth, fine garments. I don't know. Ah, we need morale level 2 to get beer production. So we're on level 1. Oh, we need 3 points. that's all we need. Just 3 points. And we can get the ale house, which uses grain. Okay. We'll get that soon then. What can I build for morale? Appliance factory, printing press. Oh. I guess? Just putting it down for the sake of it seems like a waste of resources. So was that just me, guys? Am I crazy there? Don't answer that. Screw it. We have to do it. We have to put down an arbitrary. Why are you building this? Don't question my motives. Oh. We can always do more newspapers, right? So I actually already pre-planned around like that. I already pre-planned one. So unfortunately, like half my time I just can't talk. It's just one of those things, guys. This will provide us a bit more. I guess we could have an extra one instead of one of the random factories over here. Because we will need more newspaper as we get more people anyway, right? So it does seem like this would make more sense. So let's copy one of these over and build an additional one up here or something for now. And that should increase morale. Game says no. That's confusing. I don't know. Maybe I was mistaken. Perhaps you can only do it so much for some reason. I guess we'll go for plan B then. Let's build another one of these bigger ones. Appliance factory. I guess I can build it right and just have it disabled. Let's see if that works. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Cool. So everyone's working on their... What? Oh. I must have used move instead of copy. That was my bad, guys. It was probably working fine the entire time. It was my own incompetence causing the issue. So that should be filled in soon. They're getting happier. The beer will be produced soon, my friends. Do not worry. We're working on it. Maybe it has to tick over a few bits. Let's just, for now, we'll use this to produce just more gramophones. It's a luxury resource, right? Probably need quite a few of them. Get that locked in. Excellent. Okay, so let's get some beer down, shall we? We'll build this over by the farming area. So, I believe... this needs quite a few things as well. I might make it a little bit further along so we can have quite a few things in one area. So let's make a second depot. This might be overkill, by the way, but I think it's going okay so far. At least until we get killed by someone. It's going okay until we die. When we die, I can then say that it's not going okay anymore. I imagine we're going to need a lot of this, so I'll build 4 right off the bat. And they need everything, right? They need water. Oh, I'm scared, guys. I am actually scared about water production, because it seems we need it for everything, and we've already gone through 25% of our water production. And we're not even... It's episode 2. Wait, I'm playing for 15 minutes? What happened? The time itself has condensed down. Wait, I'm 100 years old. No, I've grown a beard. What's going on? No. Water tower. Let's get that down. Imagine, like, all of a sudden I have an entire family. Let's see. Also need energy as well. And this should be working. Brilliant. Okay, so beer is flowing. And it will provide happiness for our people. I'm getting a bit of frame drops, by the way, which is a bit concerning because my village isn't even that big at this point. We have to see how things work out in the future. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I changed some settings and I gained 25 FPS. So there you go, everybody. Problem solved. So, they're working on all that. Still lacking the basic materials here. So, oh, is that... Oh, it's not actually connected. That was my fault. I should have checked this before I started doing stuff. Let's move over here. That should now be directly in range. We should see some increased firepower there. So that means we've not been making rations the entire time, which has not been great. And also the handguns production is quite slow as well by the looks of it. But they're working on it. They're trying their best. It's mostly due to the lack of workers and stuff as well. We've got a massive problem with that. Okay. What we could do, we can... Hello. It seems that our men have taken liking to the alcohol we provided. However, in increased quantities, it could lead to bad habits. I implore you to practice moderation. I completely agree. Oh, we just have... Everyone's an alcoholic for 5 days. 7 days. Well... Damn it. No! Ah. Well, I guess it's okay, right? It means we get a slower income rate of people joining my village for a little bit. Speaking of, by the way, how are we doing on this? 5 days remaining, and then we can increase my, whatever it was, the general powers of my allies there. Soon, everybody, soon. I need more power again, don't I? I'm still going to stick to the basic stuff for now. So I don't have a lot of coal. I don't want to burn through it. Excellent. Good. Everything's looking okay. So a quick look at the old panels. So we got issues with vegetables, paper, and bread. Now, I think we can probably fix some of these. No, we cannot. We need more paper mills. I take it back. I did build a lot of paper, though, to be fair. There is a big increase in paper production in general here. Whew. This area is a bit cluttered, isn't it? I must admit, I've kind of gone a bit far here. Some may say too far. Okay, let's lock that down. Increase it right away. So that should be that one sorted out. Vegetables. I don't think I actually upgraded these farms yet, so this would fix this right away. Done as well. What was the last one? So my memory is actually a goldfish, guys. I think I was like spliced with goldfish DNA at birth, and that's why I have no memory. Clothing. Clothing. Fixed. Okay, so that should all be back to where it was before. We now have manufacturing level 4, which increases refinery, oil pumps, and smelters efficiency. So pretty handy. Really? Wait. I should be making sure all my production buildings have maximum production right away because it means they're using more efficient raw resources, right? Because with this, for instance, it doesn't matter. If it's producing things faster, I'm still got an X amount of resources, right? But if we're making more from the same amount of resources, it's just making it more efficient. It's the way forward. We need to do this. We need to do this as soon as possible. Let's go and get ourselves more power here, by the way. So we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Where can I fit it in, though? Over here. Excellent. Okay, so, with that in mind, my little brain blast, I can't do anything. We need to get ourselves up to level 3. Which we're on level 2 already, so we're getting there. We are getting closer. Good. Okay, back over here. Handguns are still very slowly being created. We can actually improve the energy efficiency, or sorry, the production efficiency of all these buildings. Which which we will do right away. Done. And what I was going to say earlier is we might be able to actually purchase lead temporarily until we get our own supply. So at least we got some kind of thing going on. So we've got plenty of cash right now. It should be fine. And at least that means we start actually producing some of these weapons and materials, which should be very handy later on. Cool. Military goods again. So back to what I was going to do for the main thing. I want to also get this. So I guess maybe what we could do is build double up. How many we need? We need 35 points. So I guess we just build more. I think I would build a second military base just so I can have another group being trained at the same time, right? One for defense, one for attack. Pretty simple. Exactly the same as before. Then also I'm going to probably double up handguns and probably... Actually, let's do everything. Let's double everything. I want to get to the higher tier anyway, right? So we just make it better. Need a lot more manufacturers though because of this. We have to keep that in mind. Very nice. So for now, I might go all these new ones on gun production. Just to get them all filled in. And once they're filled in, we put them back over to like rations, for instance, instead. It's quite the long drive, isn't it? So I think as well, I'm also going to invest in better roads in this bit. Okay. More population is required, which I will fix shortly. I think they're in range of things. Not quite in range of the schools here, so we'll just use this one more time. For the most part, I think it should be okay. But so what I could do later on, I'll just move these large manufacturing houses into the middle, next to the schoolyards and stuff as well. I could do that at any point. I've learned about the Tibet Plateau. Ooh. New faction discovered. Oh, I found one. Oh no. The AI is in the game. Everyone panic. It's owned by the Mountain Wardens. I am terrified. we found... Okay, it's fine. We can survive. We can thrive, everybody. But that would be next episode. So, I didn't say, but it was good timing. Thank you everyone for watching this episode so far. Things are heating up a little bit. We have our first military productions going. Hopefully next episode, our focus down. We'll go super focus mode. We'll get ourselves up to the artillery. And then we're looking to getting, what, artillery and tanks being produced. And then we can go from there. Also, I can see there's corvettes at level 3. So we can start making military naval base as well. It's going to be exciting. At least for me. I cannot wait. Pardon everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone has a brilliant day. And I will see you next time. Bye.